things here. So this is King Court Network. Um, that wrestling ish. Where what we are doing here is we are doing a weekly wrestling wrap up. Hold on a moment here. Just changing the intro here. Weekly wrap up here. All right. So doing is we talking about Raw, SmackDown, AEW, um, all of them. What happened in the week? What's going on in the future there? So yes, I'm a wrestling fan. I don't really watch um like New Japan and a lot of the other indies, but the two main ones I pretty much watch every week there. It's something I used to do with my dad from when I was a kid and whatever. So it's this kind of um like my dad moved to Jamaica there and for a while even like when he used to come back down and whatever, that used to be our thing. He'd be like, what's going on in wrestling, and I'd give him a little update and stuff like that. And that was kind of our connection there. He's not into it. No. It's gotten too away from the wrestling and too much of the storyline there for everything like that. But oh shoot, so I just gotta try to think. going back and forth. Miz and John Gargano's, come out with the truth, and then Miz is like, "You want the truth? You want the truth?" And then, of course, right on time, out comes the truth. And honestly, other than maybe Sami Zayn, like because he just totally goes all in on the character. It he's absolutely hilarious. Um, the little thing do you know that I think Truth is like one of only like 4 to 5 people that are still with WWE and have been there since it was WWF. So it goes back and forth. Truth is, doing his ridiculous thing. He's um, dressed up as the Joker, I believe, and and match with Miz versus the Truth. I really thought Miz was gonna win because Truth, he's not really a competitor anymore. But what happened was somebody dressed up. Johnny Gargano dressed up. What's his name? That Miz is feuding with. And Miz got freaked out, and that distraction. Um, that distraction got Truth the win and stuff like that. So it's not like other than Truth is not one of the things that saved him on I think the job is that he's not a serious competitor. He's not going for any belt other than the 24/7 belt or anything. He's really there about you know he's really there just about the joke and the entertainment. Works for him. Another thing, he was dressed. Miz thought it was Dexter Loomis. So I don't know why they haven't had Dexter on TV, but they're doing the whole thing with Johnny Gargano, um, saying that he's going to expose Miz next week if Miz doesn't come out with the truth of why Dexter had it. So I don't know what Miz. They're gonna say Miz promised him something and he didn't follow through or something like job or something. Then they had a match, Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. Um, was um, he was doing color commentary match. They're doing a feud of Seth Rollins versus Mustafa Ali. Um, so Seth kind of did a distraction for Mustafa, and Austin Theory actually won the match. Like, I don't know what Mustafa Ali did. I don't know if he did a pass to Stephanie and triple like I don't know who he pissed off at WWE, but they won't let him. They won't fire him. They fired how many people the last 2 years, and they won't fire Mustafa. They won't let him leave out of his contract, but they just keep giving him these shots where they end up burying him. Like this match, I don't understand him losing it. I don't understand what that did for anybody. Then they had a match, Elias versus Chad Gable. I don't want. They better not do this with the. I hope they're not switching back and forth with Elias and Ezekiel. Ezekiel didn't work for me. Elias, and let me know if I'm the only one, but Elias really gives me um some like new generation mod. He even does a lot of off the top rope moves. I really like Elias. You know, like he naturally got himself over with the walk with Elias, and like he's one of the ones where the problem is they're never pulling the trigger on the push with him. They're never really giving him a chance. Um, so um, that match, like Elias, like near the end, there was a little bit of a rough thing into a move that didn't look well there, but overall, like Chad Gable is amazing. Like, like he's literally really like a next angle and stuff like that. Like he's really all that. Like his whole demeanor, his charisma, the like he's on that level. Like um, the only fact is he's small, and even with on WWE, like they don't like their champion small and stuff like that. But like he's strong. Like like I like Chad Gable. It was a good match between both of them. Elias won, which I thought it was, like he needs the win. Like he just came back, so that makes sense. After the match, he won. Chad and Otis, of course, rushed him, tried to beat him down and stuff like that on a 2-on-1. Out came Riddle to help save him and do his little silliness and everything like that. It's Riddle. Like he's talent that um, they just don't know what to do with, and they're not sure. Like that's like if you split that unified title there, you have stuff that Riddle and Rollins and thing can all go for. So after that match, there was a little backstage interaction with Johnny Gargano meeting JBL, who's kind of managing, introducing, Corbin now, talking for him. I don't know exactly what his role. He's kind of similar to Heyman with the Bloodline. You know, JBL still got the the great microphone. He was really good at that. That playing that character. Um, so it was actually a good match. Like Corbin's underrated. Like, a match between the two of them. Um, through some another interference and stuff like that, Corbin took the win. Then the Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano's wife, was having a interview backstage. She got confronted by Damage Control, Bailey, Dakota, and Sky, and like they did with everybody else, they rushed and beat up Candice LeRae basically telling anybody that connects with Bianca's Goy is, you know, the target. Then that night there was the a contenders match, Bianca versus Bailey. Um, Great match. Like these two, like I think it's one of those um like I could watch this match a lot. Like we got to give Bianca her flowers because like think about it. She's great with Bailey, great with Sasha Banks, great like the only the only one that I we need to see her do a couple matches with and stuff is we need to see her and Charlotte Flair have a good feud. Too strong, big. Yeah, that's either gonna be really good or really bad. So, of course, cheating. Bailey ended up winning, and what that did is that set up for Crown Jewel, the Saudi Arabia pay per view in next week. It's going to be Bailey versus Bianca Belair in the last women standing. So that one's going to be interesting. Like that's no disqualification. So it's very easy to see that damage control will get involved. Who's going to be okay to get involved on Bianca's side? Um, Supposedly, Alexa Bliss, even though she's not been on TV, she has been on house shows, so she is healthy, so she'll be there. I don't think Candice LeRae is really out. Asuka is actually injured, so that's why she hasn't been on TV. She needs to get what's her name, Raquel on her team. So the main event was Bailey versus Bianca. Um, like I like what they're doing with this with damage control. Um, I like the feud. It's like when you think of like they're doing great when you think of who's not like when you at the top when you think of who's not actually on available on tier and still some of the women's wrestling that they're pulling, you got to be with it, you know. So like right now, think about it like this: out of the horsewomen of wrestling, Becky Lynch isn't there, Charlotte Flair isn't there, Sasha Banks there. You know, that is shows you know a lot of their who were their top talent the last 5 or so years are not there, and they're still putting quality thing. Like if I've heard Charlotte coming back soon before the end of the year. I've heard like I've heard Becky Lynch is coming back soon. Um, you know, from injury. And there has been rumor that Sasha Banks has at least been doing some wrestling training. Who knows if she's coming back to WWE or what's going on? But if she's coming back with Naomi, we can only hope. So, what did you guys think of Raw? So then, the next day, of course, we had NXT. Um, Honestly, like the original NXT, I didn't really watch, but one because I've been doing these recaps, and two, I've actually started getting really into some of them on NXT there. So this week on NXT, basically the main matches was they had they had the women tag team titles, as well as the men's tag team titles, um, were in matches there. So we had, Katana Chase and what's the name? Caden Carter went against Nikita Lyons and um, what was the other, the blonde girls? Uh, Horrible with names there. Um, she's like the veteran of it all and everything. I like both of these. Uh, uh, like I like Nikita Lyons. Like her look, like she's just it's the way she dressed, yeah, her hair and everything like. So yeah, Zoe Stark, they've been in the whole back and forth. I, I think they beat them in singles and everything. So in the match, the way they did it was stupid because it's a pick and choose of the rules. So there was a tag, um, and then what? Nikita Lyons pinned the girl who wasn't um, the legal partner, and the ref counted three. They ended the match. The girls thought that Nikita and thing thought they were the champions, and then a head counted. No, you the wrong person. Restarted the match. But there's times that that has happened, and then what it says is the ref decision is final. So they could have found a better way to do that, I think. So they restarted the match. Once they restarted the match, I knew Katana and Thing were gonna win. Um, but the way they won it was well. So I'm guessing the next NXT pay per view, I think they're gonna have those match them match again. I'm kind of upset that I think they're gonna make them lose the title. I don't think that they really gave them a strong title reign, and I think they deserved it. Um, the other title match they had, what's it called? Pretty dangerous or whatever. Go against Idris and Zeke. Um, like I like these guys, but like give them a name. Like like they're kind of silly, so you could even like make them start a Twitter campaign and asking people for a name. But they need to come up with a name. Like just saying both their first Malik thing and Idris out. No, like because I think they work well together. Neither one had really outshone where you need to put them solo. I think they work well together. I think they look like they go well together. So, like, you might be, setting up like the next future great tag team. Give them a name, give them an outfit, let them do it proper. So, it was a great match, like back and forth. Like there were the few times, like I didn't think they were going to win, but there were the few times that they made me a believer. Like I was like, ooh, um, right near the end, some cheating, pretty deadly, squeaked away with the the win. I hope this is not their last chance. Like I hope this is like a real push for them. Other matches, they had Last Legend going against Shotzi, who came down because of something that happened at Halloween. Um, I think Last Legend gets judged harshly. Same way Jay does. Like I know people like they don't make everything a race thing, but you know what? I'm gonna say it like I think, especially with the athletic, I think the wrestling fandom. One of the reasons why um not a lot of black people make it to the top and everything like that, and it's only been recently that it's been happening. It's not just because these owners are racist or prejudiced or biased or whatever. It's also because like the fans are like, you guys judge black wrestlers a lot harder. Like when, for a black wrestler to make it, they're not allowed to have any fault. Like it's like, if they're not like any mess up of a move and they're getting ripped and stuff, like but it's like everything else. So what's this? But so Shotzi won, the good match and whatever. Neither one of them were like super veterans. Not a super fan of neither one, but it was I think they had good chemistry together. So then it was Indy Hartwell versus that new one, Sol Ruka, the surfer gymnastic one, whatever. I was so sure that Sol Ruka was going to win. I was so surprised how dominantly Indy Hartwell won. And then after the match, out comes Electra because she's not with uh, Phantasm anymore now that they went up to SmackDown with Melina. So she's now back here and she's got to start some feud with some women. So and then Wesley came out because he won North American Championship with that ladder match at Halloween Havoc. It was an amazing match. Like so um, and then while he was coming, doing a celebration, interrupted by Grayson Waller, who had lost um, his he lost his what was it um, against Apollo Creed, and so he's talking, and then again 2 nights in a row. So it's my lucky week. I might have to play the lotto. We get another appearance by the Truth, who comes out to host Halloween Havoc. The joke of it with Halloween Havoc was on Saturday. So Truth is always that's one of the ongoing jokes with the Truth. Hilarious, like it's ridiculous, but it's funny. Um, and then through some back and forth, set up a match with the Truth versus Grayson Waller next week on NXT. So that should be interesting to see what they're going to do and stuff like that. And I never mind seeing a Truth match. He can always go in the ring as well. Another thing that was interesting, Schism was talking about a new member, and who it actually ended up being is Ava Rain. And for those that don't know, Ava Rain is the wrestling name of Simone Johnson, who is the daughter of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So, yes, The Rock's daughter is now wrestling. So, it was an interesting way to bring her in, and we'll see how it goes with that. Like, she was training a couple of years ago, and they had a lot of hype for her, but then she got a really bad injury where they didn't be able to continue. So I'm glad to see her back. We'll see where it goes on that. Okay, so then we had SmackDown on Friday. Some great moments there. So SmackDown starts. It's the Bloodline without Roman or Paul. They're not there yet, and they're doing their little pep talk, and the back and forth with Sam and Jim and Jay Uso. Um, so they all go out there because they're the tag match of Sami Zayn and Solo Sokoa versus the Brawling Brutes, and the Usos, you know, are on the outside of the ring, accompanying them. So the match is going back and forth and things like that, and Sammy's trying to set up one of the brawling brutes, and Jey Uso kind of messed up and got himself involved, and they're going back and forth, and Sammy ends up losing. Out comes Roman, and like this whole segment, you know, with Roman, Sammy, and like was hilarious. Like it was actually funny to the um, where they actually tried to. You could see that they were fighting to not like they were laughing. Let me see if I can tell here. Like when Sammy was like, um, Jay's not really acting very oozy. So Sammy on and he seemed genuine. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He tried to. He was like, to settle the thing with Jay, and Jay just kind of snapped on him. And my thing about it is I hope we get to see hear what Jay like about Sammy doesn't what he doesn't trust because he's like I don't like you, I don't like your face, I don't like you in your hair, I don't like your pants. Like it's like um, but yeah. Hold on here. Um, about to break. It was hilarious. Okay, load. Well, so we'll go on there. We'll play it afterwards. So after that, they had the New Day, which seemed to be just in limbo. They don't know what to do with them, you know. You know, I feel for those guys. They're giving them no chance of success. Not only giving them the bad gimmick, but then you're just getting them giving them way, you know, cheap of a character. Um, you who decided to live out and attacked her. Them two are going to be having a no
You want to act like kids? Then we're going to treat you like kids. Ring and handling your business, but it seems you just can't do that. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to put it all out, because I want this problem fixed right now.
Well, to admit there's been a bit of a communication breakdown of late, and I feel like it's specifically with Jay, right? So I'll be honest, I don't understand what's going on here. I like you, man. I like you. I like you. And we've always gone along ever since I started hanging. Don't know what it is, but you to me. And I did. Everybody seems fine. Solo seems fine. Everybody seems fine, just you. And I don't know what I did to offend you. I really don't. But whatever it is, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't let this anything on like this. Can we catch it once and for all?
What did he do to Jay? What?
I don't like you. Huh? I don't like your face. I don't like that shirt you wear. I don't like him being around my family. My dog this, my dad. Hey, how you think you part of the bloodline and you ain't blood? Hey, news flash before you see reels. You don't. Nobody in this group like you. I'm just the realest one to say it out. Zeus. For every single one of my family members in here, because my family.
The tribal chief said he wants peace.
They don't give a damn what the tribal chief say.
Look, what Jay just said was super messed up, but he didn't mean that. He didn't mean that, right? He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. Roman, seriously. Okay? going through a lot. He's just not himself right now. That's it. He's very oozy.
I'm going. If you don't, oh y'all. Well, and gentlemen.